Hello, hello, and welcome in. This is Kelsey with your Friday vibe check. How are you doing this week? This week has been another doozy for me. All these retrogrades, eclipses, they're coming in, and they are about to head out. Just give it a few more weeks. And hopefully the energy will be a little bit better, but I already feel things turning around. And we got cards popping out that want to talk to us. Gemini, change your mind, okay? Could be time for a change in perspective. Void of course moon, ask again later. So this actually popped out while I was shuffling, so came out again. So this card wants to come out a lot. It's like I think it's just telling you that like something's not clear yet, and it's not meant to be clear yet. It's not finished. Maybe we don't have a clear answer. There's more to be discovered, but we're not going to find out right now. Maybe there's some situation going on that we need a shift in perspective on. And this card is calling to mind like compromise, that sort of thing. Capricorn, buckle down and get to work. Another favorite. So just another reminder from Spirit that this is a time for us to be working hard, focusing on our goals and our financial success, or like whatever, you're working on achieving. But this, Capricorn is all about your public reputation, your career. And then we have 11th house, build your community. Absolutely, we are in need of strong communities right now, and it's important to make time for those activities, and I definitely need to make more time for this. It's very important. Okay. Interesting. All right. I see a lot of, collaboration that's needed, a lot of hard work in order to like accomplish community goals. And there are many communities, people, lifestyles, beliefs that are under attack right now. So, we need your support. They need our support. Okay. Let's get a couple Rainbow Brain Skull Oracle messages first. Or next. I got Giving Them What They Love by Janelle Monáe and Prince stuck in my head. I'm not complaining. What a great song. Great collab. Alright, I think this is what we need. I am brand new, okay? So just a reminder that we are always evolving, and we're not tied to the things we've done or the thoughts that we've had in the past. We're always allowed to change our mind, change our strategy, and really build on the core of like who we have been throughout our lives. Show up. Exactly. So you really need to show up for your community. You need to show up for your work and your projects, sorry. You just need to be there. This is a time for you to be putting in the effort. And having that long-term vision and just knowing that consistent dedication is what is going to get you there. Lovely. Okay, tarot. Tarot. There's a song called Tarot by Alt J. It's a very pretty song. I like the video too. Oh, I'll sing my song to Spirit. Ooh, 2 of Cups. All right. What do you want to say to us? What do you gotta say? What do you want to say to us? 'Cause we ain't got all day. It came out, see? 2 of Cups came out. And I showed you at the bottom of the deck. Oh, this is so beautiful. My goodness. Okay, we've got 3 10s coming out. I'm going to draw one more card. I was like, what if it's the last 10? But the other 10 is kind of the worst one. Nope. Much better card. Wow. Okay. So I really see that you are moving forward on your goals right now. You are in this completely like take charge energy, but at the same time, you're being guided by your intuition. You're very spiritual. You're really connected to the heavens. And you're very powerful. You have 2 lions working for you. And yet you're serene. You're at peace. I love this. Okay. Then we have the Knight coming up. So this card is about taking the time at night that you have alone to yourself to work on what's most important to you. So it's completely up to you to decide what the most important project is, or, you know, it could be a variety of things, but this is Spirit telling you that this is your time to really dedicate to that. 10 of Pentacles. Wow. So this is a card about complete stability, financial freedom, wealth, like generational wealth. And I'm seeing all this work that you're putting in, and I feel that you are the one that's building this wealth, and that what you're creating right now is going to carry on throughout the generations. So this could be like financial wealth. That's the traditional representation. But I mean, it can also be like spiritual wealth, or just like a change that you're leaving behind for the next generations. And look at this, you know, absolute fulfillment and fulfillment and happiness coming in. This is a card of like, you know, family love, like that completely full heart. It can represent a bit of idealism, but being an idealist myself, you know, I like it. And look at this romance. So 2 of Cups. So this is like a true love, like soulmate connection or beautiful partnership. The cups are being poured down on their heads evenly, you know. And this cloud shape above them to me is like a representation of spirit. I don't know if that's supposed to be a cloud or a rock formation. But yeah, very, very beautiful. And then even this 10 of Wands, like in the traditional card, he's got all the wands on his back, and he's like hunched over, and, you know, it just seems like he has to put in so much effort to make it to his house. But in this version, he seems like he's got it well under control. He's balancing on these rocks, and, you know, he's got his chin up and his nose up. It's almost like a whistle while you work mentality, or like, I've got this completely under control. Like, this is my harvest and I'm taking it home. I'm ready to claim it. And I'm just astounded by this. Like 2 of Cups, 10 of Cups, Ace of Cups. So I really feel that this is like a new love coming in for you. it could also be like new friendships with this build your community where you could be meeting like a best friend, like a person that you can collaborate with and who really takes like your creative projects to the next level, to new heights. But I do see this requiring you like getting out into the world, extending yourself. You know how she's saying like, hi, oh, here, I'm over here, hi. Being friendly, being open. I really don't see anything holding you back here, which is great. This card that was on the bottom of the deck was the moon. Excuse me, which, can represent unconscious fears or something going on below the surface. It can represent emotions. So just be aware of that, take things slow, make sure you're seeing things clearly. But I see like a lot of happiness and abundance for you. And I see just a lot that you need to follow your intuition, okay? So this is going on at night, this is Cancer. Cancer is a very intuitive sign, says the Cancer moon, Cancer rising. Then we've got this moon in the nighttime. And then we've also got this moon on the 10 of Wands. So a lot of intuition, being poured into by spirit. So I feel like it's really important for you to continue on your spiritual path. So continue putting in work on both the physical and the spiritual realm. And then I've been excited to use these cards. This is the Oracle of the Radiant Sun. And now that I'm understanding more about astrology, I feel like these cards are a lot easier to read, or hopefully will be, than when I first got them and started looking at them. It was a bit overwhelming. Affair, so that is Venus in Leo. So yeah, you're going to be having a love affair, and this is not a negative affair like cheating. It's just like a passionate romance. So really beautiful. I love the magic wand, the shooting star, the gold locket. What is that? I think it's a seashell. Mirror, wings. There's so much symbolism here. Very beautiful. So, I mean, I think you might like meet someone to fall in love with, or, if you're already in a relationship, really like maybe you're going on vacation or just having like, a passionate, fun time, like a really loving, connected time with your partner. What else? Oh, and I've gotten a few new subscribers lately, so I just want to say hi to my new subscribers. Thank you so much for subscribing and liking my videos. It's super encouraging. We've got Discovery, so Mercury and Sagittarius. Ooh, so Mercury is all about learning and communication, and Sagittarius is about like higher learning, worldwide learning. See a bit of history and culture mixed in. So I'm definitely seeing some travels for you. Like, I hope you get to like go on a vacation with like a fun, amazing new love interest, because that's kind of what this is saying to me. I hope that's the case. Rebellion, Mars and Aquarius, okay? So, I really feel that you are being called to stand up and fight for like your community. So this is like a rebel soldier spearing through these like old antiquated soldiers, or maybe representatives of state. That's what I'm seeing. We sure have been having a lot of internal conflict when it comes to politics in the United States, and starting to turn into external conflict as well. That's just what this is calling to mind to me. Risk, okay? So this is Saturn in Aries. I'm not quite sure what's going on in this card. So Saturn is about like the lessons that you have to learn And then Aries is all about individualism. So I'm not sure if this is saying that you should be taking a risk. I'm kind of seeing it that way because there's these coins on the tree, there's the key. So it's like, okay, in order to achieve this like beautiful goal, there is some risk, like there's this bear looming here. But I guess the question you have to ask yourself is it worth the risk? Principle. So Jupiter and Sagittarius. Wow. So this is like a papal hat. I don't know what those are called. There's a dove with stars. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7 stars on the dove, and then an 8th one. Interesting. So I feel like this person is like traveling outside their hometown for the first time, and there's this sun and moon dichotomy going on, the light and the shadow. I feel like they're becoming enlightened, like learning something, just taking a perspective that they could have never really envisioned before. Like sometimes you'll encounter a philosophy, it'll just smack you on the face because it's like, oh, like I've never thought that way before, or like, oh, I have thought that way, and then this person completely brought that to light. So this calls to mind this Gemini card with changing your mind. So I feel like something, maybe if you are traveling, or like maybe you're meeting with these like, people in your community, and some of them are a bit more rebellious, and they're like maybe changing your mindset about some things. And then we've got negotiation, Jupiter in Libra. So lucky in negotiation. And then we've got again the sun and the moon, but this time on different sides. So you could be someone that is needed to negotiate the ideas of your community. So like you're fighting for your community, and it could be that your role in that is to help enlighten people to these principles, and to bring people over through negotiation, because there's a lot of arguing and negativity that does not change anyone's mind. But Libra has a special talent, if the person is open-minded at all, to change people's minds, like through logic and reason, through kindness, through understanding their side. I experienced this a little bit in my volunteer work with a political campaign. Andrew Yang, I don't know if you're familiar, but he ran for the Democratic primary in 2020, and I was interested in him because I was interested in the idea of universal basic income, and that's what he was championing. And I started following him and realizing that a lot of people that liked him were former Trump supporters. And at first I was like, okay, well, there must be something wrong with this guy, which, there may well be, because I've heard a lot of controversy surrounding him that I haven't followed up on that well. But I mean, at the time I really liked the guy and thought he had some great ideas. But yeah, I was concerned about that because I was like, well, very anti-Trump. Sorry if you supported him and you want to leave my channel, that's okay. But yeah, I started thinking that, but then when I delved more into it, I could see the reasons, and I could see the reasons why those people who had once supported Trump would now support Yang, because he was viewing things from their point of view and not just completely disregarding them and saying like, well, yeah, but your problems don't matter, instead saying like, yeah, your problems matter as well, and we're gonna work on that together. We're gonna work on everyone's problems as a collective. So I don't know if you needed to hear that whole story, but just felt relevant to me because I have had experience with that working and changing people's minds, and I feel like it's a rare thing in this world, rather than to just kind of like get in this, debate forever, like start getting rude and snippy with people. It just seems to drag everyone down. So, could be a controversial statement, but I think I'm going to stand by it. And I think we should do our best to fight for what we believe in while also maintaining like an open mind and an open heart to some extent. To some extent, of course, like we obviously do not want to allow grace for people who are like openly hateful and things like that. That's not what I'm talking about. I hope you understand where I'm coming from. I hope this was helpful to you. I see a lot of positivity. I see you really growing into like the point where your philosophy and your morality is going to be more like into action. You're going to be really like a person who walks it like they talks it. You know what I'm saying here. And I see you like remaining in your authenticity, bringing in a lot of love, a lot of connection, you know, community connection, and just like personal fulfillment and wealth. So very happy for you. Thank you so much for checking in, for subscribing and liking the video, and I will see you next time.